It's great to be here this morning. This is an exciting time for our country, quite frankly, and for our province. Many of you have been listening to the number of trade agreements that have been taking place with our national government, looking out into Europe, into Asia, looking at any opportunity, quite frankly, to open up our country and provide an opportunity for businesses and communities alike to capitalize and maximize our assets and take our place in a global economy. There's been at some point in our history, there's been a period of time where we thought we'd be better off if we were protectionists in many ways and tried to isolate ourselves and prevent people from having access to our market and limit the opportunities for us to go outside. Well, I, for one, disagree with that. I've had the great fortune of meeting with so many entrepreneurs in this province and Nova Scotians who've gone beyond our borders, quite frankly, and are working outside of Nova Scotia, who can compete with anyone and can deliver good services and goods and can do it in a way that I think puts us on the map. For those of you that are from Nova Scotia, this is our opportunity. Let's not be afraid to seize the chance that's in front of us. We need to make sure that we look at every opportunity, we invest in our skilled workers, we prepare our businesses for what it's like to trade in Europe, what it's like to trade in Asia, what it's like to be in a completely different culture. I just got back from Asia, so you need to teach them what it's like to have jet lag. What it's like to wake up at 4:30 in the morning for a week after week. I think I'm slowly getting back to a more normal time. But we need to make sure that we condition ourselves to what it's like to trade, yes, with some old partners, but build on new friendships and new opportunities. For many of us, trading interprovincially is a big step. For a number of us, trading with our largest partner next door in the U.S. is what we do. But I would say to you, if you do either one of those, then you can trade into Europe and Asia. And we need to make sure that we recognize that and that we continually support one another to build on the opportunities that are in front of us. Because in order for our province to move forward, we need to open up and build a trading market. Otherwise, we're going to continue to spin our wheels economically and be the worst performing economy in the country. For those of you who are here in Halifax, in Nova Scotia, getting an opportunity to enjoy this beautiful province, I welcome you. And I also want to tell you, we want to be your partner to build economic opportunities for you and your companies. We believe, and we believe we can back it up, that Nova Scotia and Halifax is the gateway to the rest of Canada and indeed to many markets. We're 2 days shorter to Europe than any other port in Eastern North America, day and a half quicker to East Asia through the Suez Canal. And I would tell you this, I would encourage you to do this in your days in here. Travel and look at our infrastructure. Tell me that you can find a port that provides you with the opportunities that the Port of Halifax will provide you anywhere in the East Coast and beyond. We have deep water. We have post-Madac cranes. We have the capacity not only to offload, but we have the capacity to break up some of that shipment, reload, move out. We have the capacity, quite frankly, to hit our other transportation infrastructures, to hit rail, put you in central U.S. faster than you can if you hit on an American port much closer in proximity. We have an airport that I would say to you, you'll have a hard time matching anywhere in terms of ease of access and movability. These pieces of physical infrastructure are not only our assets, and not only the assets that we as a province are going to try to maximize to our advantage economically, but I would say to those of you outside of Nova Scotia, they are assets that you should try to maximize and fully appreciate, to build your businesses and move forward. There is plenty of opportunity for all of us to build an economic way forward, whether you're in Nova Scotia or outside. But we can only really maximize the possibilities of the free trade agreement in Europe or the opportunity that I believe is in Asia if we work together, if we build on what we have as strengths if we continue to work with each other as opposed to seeing each other as competitors or some impediment in our way. I was struck when I was in Asia. First of all, I said often that my mother's voice came in my head when she said you'd never go hungry. When I figured out how to eat with 2 sticks, I proved her right. But I was struck by the opportunity for us. I was struck by the opportunity. A country of 35 million, going into cities of 26 million, going outside 15 minutes to another community of 11 million people. I was there with ocean tech companies, homegrown Nova Scotia companies who were doing tremendous work, looking for markets, looking for opportunities outside, listening to, in every community, talking about Nova Scotia's lobster, looking at the opportunity for us when it comes to providing secure food supply to a part of the world, quite frankly, that doesn't enjoy the air quality that we do. And it not only affects the air quality, it affects their ability to be able to provide safe, secure food to their communities. Those are all opportunities. And when you look at our province and the proximity we are and the opportunities that's there, we can capitalize on that if we stay focused on our goal, which is to move and grow the private sector in this province and provide them the opportunity to compete beyond our borders and beyond Atlantic Canada, but indeed in the global marketplace. There are companies in this province who have already figured it out. Clearwater, Oxford Frozen Food, Highliner, all being led by distinguished, hardworking people in this province. But there's no reason that every other entrepreneur who decides and wants to grow their business can't do the same. It's our responsibility as a government to try to build the infrastructure to ensure that they have that access. It's our responsibility as a government to make sure that they understand the physical assets that we have here with the port, the airport, and rail. And it's our collective responsibility to encourage and build on that. And now we're on the eve of entering into a relationship with our old partners in Europe. Many of our ancestors. I was struck when I was there what a natural fit that is for this province. After all, we're their cousins that left home. This is a chance. We start in a business relationship at a different level. One of trust. One of wanting to make that connection. All of these provide tremendous possibilities for us as a province. The question for all of us is, are we going to continue to do what we have done, which is divide ourselves and look and be petty about everything, or are we going to come together and seize the opportunity that is before us? It won't be government, quite frankly. It will be the private sector. It will be each of you building the relationships that you're going to build on with people from Nova Scotia here, businesses from Nova Scotia here over the next few days, but businesses outside of our province who are here to enjoy Port Days, to hear what's happening. It will be you that will actually drive the success of our economy. It will be you that will actually capitalize on these opportunities. I want to let you know, as the Premier of this province, I want to be your partner. If there's anything that I can do to ensure that we work together so that when people have an opportunity to see this province, they see a group of individuals who have only one goal, and that is to see a prosperous Nova Scotia, one that understands its true value, one that understands the opportunities it has, one that understands the assets that belong to it, and one that is willing to work together to maximize the value of all of those. I hope over the next day or so that you get an opportunity to build on your old friendships and start new ones. And I look forward over the next year to work with all of you to ensure that we take advantage of the economic opportunities that are in front of us. Thank you so much.